All right,
Yo,
what's up? Yo,
look at us, live, baby.
see how many people I got like 30 followers on Instagram, so we'll see how many
Man,
people.
if we can get the full 30, bro, that's a big
Yeah,
accomplishment.
there we go. Man,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I'm gonna try and edit all this stuff all together. I don't know. There we go. I got one
Yo,
person.
we
I
got
got
the
one
Duke.
person.
We got
One
the Duke.
person.
Is that
Yeah, it
is
sure
that Kenny Dukes?
it sure is.
That's
Yeah.
the Duke.
What
Yo, what
up?
up? He lives.
Yes, he does. We're doing this pandemic style.
hmm We're pretending. Let's just pretend a pandemic happened
Right,
again. We're stuck at home,
right.
nowhere to go.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
let's
still
not pretend we stay home anyways because we're losers, but just pretend there's
eh,
a pandemic.
why not, right? I man, yeah, this has been a mess. I guess I can wait. Yeah, go ahead, Nate. I like this. This is live. Your drive home podcast. I'm here with Chris Molina. He's frozen for whatever reason. What just happened? But I'll read the chat. How's life abroad, Chris? What happened? What happened to him? You might have to hop back on, but man, we're having some issues. We were trying to record. We were trying to go live. I was trying to record his audios, couldn't get a signal. Don't know what the problem was. So we just decided to go live on Instagram. Why not? To hell with it. Um, I don't know if I can even save this recording afterwards. I think it's done. But there we go, another request from him. Um, so I don't know if he's gonna be. Uh, haven't done this too many times, but yeah, we're here. We're live. We got one person watching. I don't know why he's not on. What happened? Accept request. Maybe something's wrong with his internet. I don't know. Not sure what's happening. Um, I'm good, man. I'm good. Keep him busy. I was just saying,
Yo,
I had like a little meltdown the other day. I've been going way too fast, man. I got way too much going on, doing multiple projects all at once. I don't know why Chris is unable to join, but I'm doing good, man. How you doing? How's the job and everything? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Dukes. How's the job? I gotta talk to somebody. Uh, for whatever reason, I can't get Chris to join. This has been a failure after another. Oh, and my AirPods are dying. So that's the other thing. Um, I'm gonna actually see if he wants to jump back on Zoom. That's cool, man. That's good. I would imagine there's a lot to know. Have you, not that you could probably even tell me, but uh, um, have you had to are you doing background checks on people? I know that's like one job that you guys have to do before. Um, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to, but I know I bought a firearm maybe a few months ago, and they did a background check on me right there on the spot, and it actually was pretty fast. I was surprised how fast it was for them to get that going. Um, let's see, I got another accept request. Chris, it just simply will not record. There you go. All right, there he is.
Yo. All right, hold on. Let me switch to my Bluetooth. Hold on.
Dude, mine are actually dying, so yeah, there's that. But I'm here. Kenny Dukes has been holding down the fort
Yo,
for you.
Dukes.
He was holding
You
down
know
the
what?
fort for you.
I'm not gonna use my Bluetooth. It's whatever. It's
Yeah, that's
like
cool. That's cool, man.
I'm gonna set it up so that I can. There we go.
Looks like we got a couple of people hopping on here. Uh, but yeah, my headphones are about to die any second. But
Hey, that's my wife watching, and the odd thing is she's like right in the next room. She's just listening for some reason. Hey, babe.
I can hear you. I was just very curious what.
Oh my
well,
goodness.
so I would imagine married life has been good for you so far.
Yeah,
How long
it's
you
been
guys been
pretty.
married?
It's been pretty dope. You know, I've done it once before, so I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing now, but still not perfect. You know,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, you've been married what, like a month now?
About a month.
That's
About a month or so.
awesome, man. That's good. Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's jump to the topic at hand here.
Yeah.
Let's jump right into it, man, because it's been irking me.
Go
It's
ahead.
been bothering me. The future of music in general.
We were just talking this. Yes.
And
It's in jeopardy.
specifically musicians like us, we play instruments.
Right.
You know, we're not laptop play pushers. You know.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I've even seen. I'll give you another example of a band that I've seen. They were from Nashville, but they were playing in Cleveland, and they straight up had um they straight up had uh uh their drummer had running tracks. He had a computer next to him and he was running tracks. And you could and this was at a lot like a venue, but it wasn't like it was at the Agora, a place called the Agora. No, I'm sorry. It was the Beachland Ballroom in Cleveland. It's in the east side of Cleveland.
Mm.
And you could tell because it's not really like the House of Blues or anything. It's more like it's got a stage, but you could just tell that there were tracks in there. You could tell it wasn't real. You could tell, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't mixed well with the band.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and the singer also had like backup vocals coming through the tracks and everything. I mean, come on, dude. This is terrible. But
yeah, but you know that band I was telling you about, the Bad Omens, they do the same thing.
yeah.
I mean, they're a full band actually. They got the drums, the singer, a guitar player, and a bass player. And they actually have a lead guitar player, but that's as a backtrack, that's playback. And also tons of harmonies during the chorus that is also playback. And I'm not against that actually. In my old band, I made backtracks that we could use.
Yeah.
And we never actually got around to using them live, but I wasn't against it. I figure, you know, because like 21 Pilots, for example, they're just like two dudes, you know, and if you go see them live, they've got like full on orchestra.
Oh, I know.
All this crazy stuff going on. And
Yeah.
there's no shame in that game. And they play Coachella or something. They get paid $50,000 for,
Yep.
you know, play what, hours? You know, so I say, hey, if it works, it works. You know, and then you got people who are purists, and they're like, no, we don't use any playback, 100% talent all the way, you know, and, you know, it's whatever. But the way I see it is venues are going to pay you to play for whatever show you're going to deliver. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if playbacks help you, do it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you're still demonstrating talent. You know? I mean, you got to play along with a click. You got to sing. You got to, you know, you got to do a lot of stuff. There's a lot of coordination happening.
Yeah.
And, you know, it deserves to be paid for as well. But you can, you know, but it's a spectrum. You can go too far on one end where you're pretty much doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the playback's doing all the work. So I don't know.
It's so true, man. It's so true. It's a sad place to be in as a musician, and I know I talk at least on the show about you know AI and all that stuff, Chat GPT and all this stuff. that's really common. And now they're I don't know if you've heard. Have you heard the new Jay-Z song that was AI
Oh
generated?
yeah,
And
it
like
actually sounded dope, man.
it sounded great.
I was thoroughly impressed.
That's dude. If
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
future, we're in trouble, man.
yeah, man.
If
But the thing is, though, here's the thing, though. AI will only produce synthetic emotions. You know,
yeah,
it'll never be a real story. It'll never be a real situation. You know what I'm saying? Like when I hear some songs, I go, man, that actually happened to this guy, and he wrote an amazing song about it. It feels like authentic, like it's
yeah,
real. And then you got AI just synthetically putting together a song. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
It sounds good. Technically, all the parts are there, put together correctly, but it's not real. It's like the sweetener you put in coffee. It's not milk. It's not. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It's like decaf
yeah.
coffee. I think that's a good
But
example.
but
Decaf
people
coffee.
eat it up, man. People eat it up. People. I've been saying that for. I hate to say this, but I've been saying that probably incorrectly towards hip hop music for years. And
Yeah.
it's not. It's all. This is all manufactured in a way. None of this is actually. That's how I felt about it. I used to be very anti anything like that,
Yeah.
and like in that sense. But like for the most part. But now you look at hip hop, like okay, well that is authentic because like the early days of hip hop, they were straight up just scratching records. And, like
Yeah.
it was not on a perfect
Yeah.
metronome.
Yeah.
It was not perfect.
Yeah.
It was always slightly off time even then. But now we're at a point where everything is ugh. And they even say like if you look at music like um the average BPM has slowed down to like 120. It used to be like 180, like 200. Now most
Oh,
songs are slow, and a lot of the reason why songs are slow, even fast songs are slow, because they want to add all these like background things and
trap,
like
trap, man.
yeah,
The,
and
you know,
patterns and stuff that
you
go
get
along with
those
those
really
rhythms.
fast hi hat sounds.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. It's like, dude, that stuff. I, I like that stuff in hip hop, but not in rock. I like it in its own genre, but this
Yeah.
when you start mixing genres, which we've done. I mean, all the genres are mixed now, but
Oh, Linkin Park.
I
There you
think, yeah.
go.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, that was like the standard rap rock genre. But I'm even saying like
Yeah.
as far as and you know this, like jazz being introduced in other genres, like
Yeah, honestly,
all the
straight up,
genres are,
jazz and hip hop belongs together like
yeah,
peanut butter and jelly. You know.
and none of it's authentic anymore. It's more, I I don't know. It's weird. To me, it's fine, but I think there's probably some older folks out there that I would imagine being an older person. I was thinking this. I hate to go into church and stuff again, but I see old people in church. I see older people in church, and I don't know how they feel about churches that have like electric guitars, and they probably don't like it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like even if it's mixed well and it's almost very common in most modern day worship music.
Yeah.
But I think most like I know my dad, he's not even 60 and he doesn't care for it. He likes guitar, but he doesn't want to hear wailing and wailing cymbals and you know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
it's like its own genre,
Yeah.
worship music, and it's almost like in a way.
And you have to
But anyways,
understand that the generation before us,
yeah,
the secular music of that time was with big guitars.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So I get why older people are like, oh, guitars,
Yeah.
But then for me, growing up, the guitar wasn't a secular thing. It was the only thing I've ever known.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is why growing up and playing in churches, I've always been confused. Like, why the heck are older people so like really distressed about guitars being on stage? It didn't make any sense to me. When I know that the generation
Yeah.
before their generation, they were distressed about having a piano on stage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's crazy.
yeah.
It's so
And now
weird.
I'm distressed because some guy's playing a synth on stage.
Yeah. Basically, we're the new boomers, man.
Yeah, we're the new
We're the ones.
boomers. Boomer 2.0.
Basically,
Here we go.
it must be real. Not even playing a synth, just hitting tracks. Just just hitting a pad, a
Me and
multi-pad,
you
and it's just
played with tracks. That one time we played that worship thing together. I remember you told the sound girl to put on like a pad, like an
it,
ambient
it was a
pad.
pad. It was a
Yeah.
pad, yeah. Yeah, those are it's funny, I actually did a gig a couple days ago. Um I was playing my multi-pad I pointed out to you
Yeah.
for the first time, and I've never played it live before, and I actually have a controller that's like a kick drum. It's like a kick pad that you just put a kick drum pedal to,
Hmm.
and I recorded. Well, I didn't record. I played. I used it live in a live setting. It was awesome. I never used it like that before, and it was the kick, and I had like so it was like the band. It was a family, and they do like Caribbean style church music. Like they're
That's dope.
Caribbean.
That sounds
Yeah.
chill, bro. That's a vibe for
So it
sure.
was basically just reggaeton beats, and it was
Never
just funny
mind.
because I was well, like I mean that type of music. Like they wanted that, and they had a keyboard player, but they needed a drummer. So I just brought my multi-pad, and I found all types of sounds on
Did
there.
you
It
give him
sounded
that shot? Did you give him that Sean Paul beat, brother?
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I'm about to get canceled for that right there. Hey, that's cultural appropriation. Sorry.
Well,
Keep going.
me being a white guy, I'm not even gonna say nothing. So I'm just saying, dude, I felt weird as the only white guy, and everyone there was Caribbean, and I was the one keeping the beat. I mean, they're loving it. They're
Bro.
loving it. But I'm like, dude, I'm the white guy here, and I'm playing these reggaeton beats. It was fun, though.
Yeah, bro. You nailed it. You nailed it. But anyways, what I want to get back to is I think I understand why hip hop is sort of taking over or has taken over. And
Yeah.
let's face it, it is the most influential genre of music.
Right,
Fact,
right.
facts.
For sure.
We
For
can't.
sure, yeah.
There's no getting away from that. That is the unfortunate truth. There was a time where rock ruled, but somehow hip hop has taken
Oh,
over. And I
yeah,
think
dude.
it's because it seems like with every generation, we focus less on songs and more on a vibe,
Yeah.
a mood. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And even I fell victim to that. Like I remember being a teenager, and I got really into jazz hop. And I was really into instrumental hip hop, especially when it used acoustic instruments. Like I remember hearing, like somebody had sampled a jazz piano. I think it was the Thelonious Monk or something, and they just sampled it in a way that the counterpoint was perfect. Just this one little jazz lick on the piano with the
Yeah.
beat on top of it sounded so dope. And I just remember thinking, hey man, that's what hip hop needed right there. And there's no
Yeah.
lyrics to it. It was just like, I think somebody did somebody did rap over it at some point. But I remember when I first heard it, I was like, hey man, that is a vibe. And I would listen to that. I was listening to it like every day.
Yeah.
Anytime I was doing anything, I had it playing in the background because it just brought a vibe. It brought like a mood.
Yeah.
And but of course, I was still into songs that were actual songs, like with lyrics and a whole band and everything. And but then it seems like the generation after me just went further away from songs and only wants a vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a vibe can only bring so much. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like a vibe, for me, like a vibe is like you just feel it. That's it. But it makes sense because the generation after us is so feelings based. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not factually based on what reality is at all. It's just like, oh, how do I feel? And how can music feel?
No,
You know what I
I
mean?
hear you. Yeah.
And
Well, and
sorry, keep going.
it's so true. Like if you go back to the days of classical music, there was no rhythm or whatever. There was no like rhythm. I mean, you might have bass, rhythm, section stuff, but and there were
Well, not
drums.
rhythm in the way we're thinking of, because we're
Right.
thinking rhythm. Their rhythm was mostly melodic rhythm.
Right. And
Yeah.
I could see how people started to take throughout time, take those instruments and put it in pre-jazz, or I mean, I'm an idiot when it comes to music history, but I could see where people would look at that and go, wow, that's not anything, that's so impure. That's not what I'm used to seeing. Why are they dancing? What's with it's just like, dude, freaking Elvis, like people like that.
Yeah.
they had to literally film Elvis from the waist up because his hips moving were it was too sexual.
Oh yeah.
And now I see Cardi B's beehole on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And I mean, come on,
yeah, man.
That's how things have changed.
It's a crazy world we're living in. It's a crazy world we're living in, bro. Crazy
right.
world. You know, and man, I forgot what song there was. There was a song that like the super woke left was trying to cancel. I forgot what it was. Oh, it was "Baby It's Cold Outside." They were trying to cancel that. You know,
yeah.
Isn't that wild? They were trying to cancel that.
Well, because
at the same time,
yeah,
they were trying to cancel this song. Like the #1 song on the radio at the moment was like
wow.
It was Cardi B, I think.
It was
wow. She had a song, terrible song with terrible lyrics, explicitly sexual.
I love it.
But they were trying to cancel "Baby It's Cold Outside" because it was like, I forgot why. It had to do with something like
he says, because throughout the song, if you read the lyrics,
wasn't it
it's
like a little rapey, right, or something?
No, she says, "What's in this drink? Baby, it's cold outside."
Ah, okay.
And that was considered, maybe he's mickeying her, or maybe he was giving her alcohol. Maybe she was underage. You know what I mean? It could that opened things up, which was probably all true. But like that was, I mean, be honest, that the song was about a guy who's horny. I'm just gonna be honest. The guy was horny, and he was using the weather as an excuse. You can't go. You gotta stay here with me. It's too cold out. Oh no, he was getting kicked out. Was that what it was? No.
Honestly,
she said.
To the song
she said.
Enough to know.
She says, "I really can't stay," and then he's saying, "Well, you should because it's cold out there."
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then I have to get away.
What a fiend! What a fiend!
Right.
They should have put that guy in jail.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's cancel him. Let's cancel him anyways.
It's an old lyric. It's an old song, dude. They're changing the lyrics to "Kiss the Girl" in the new Little Mermaid movie. They're changing it because the song.
Change it to what? Kiss the thing.
No, there's
body part.
I read that article too, and the reason why it's something to do with there's a line in the song that says, "On land, women don't have a place to speak," or something like it, which was, hey, at that time where the movie was taking place, that kind of was true. Women were not able to speak amongst men. That's just, the movie takes place, what, like the 1920s or so? I don't know. It's an old Dutch.
And that was just the cultural climate at the time.
Yeah. So but they needed to update that because it's not today's standard or whatever. And
but
come on.
You know what, dude? If they're gonna do that with that song, they got to do it with every song from the past.
Right.
So good luck with that. You know, that's all I got to say.
Dude, there's all kinds of. How many songs are out there that are like, "She's only 17" and stuff like that? Dude,
I think that's actually a song. There's a song called "Only 17."
Bunch of old songs like that where dudes are blatantly saying she's only 17. Like, yeah, I think Tom Petty had a song like that. I forget.
Wait a couple of more months or something like that. Like,
dude, come on, man. And that was on the radio. Those songs were on the radio.
Yeah, dude. You could write a song about anything back in the day. I felt like, as long as it was catchy.
Right.
Remember Stacy's Mom? Remember that song?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
And it was about a horny teenage kid, like, you know, thirst trapping after his friend's mom, you know?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Wild.
Yeah,
it's kind
remember
of
the music
situation, actually.
If you remember the music video, my headphones are dying. The music
switch to the normal one.
I gotta grab my other ones. In the music video, there's a scene where they're you remember Fast Times at Ridgemont High, the movie?
Yeah.
But there's a scene in that movie where the dude's like masturbating in the bathroom, and or something like that. Well, they did that with the kid, the little kid in the music video. I'm not kidding think I was watching it the other day. I was like, what in the world, man?
Yeah, that's just how it is. I don't know, but man.
Yeah, that was. But that song, if I ever start a band, like a cover band, I'm gonna cover that song
Totally.
for sure.
Totally.
That's a song you can cover at a wedding. Do it at a wedding. I would love it.
But bro,
I'm trying to connect my other headphones here. Sorry.
yeah, no worries, no worries. What were we talking about? Like
Yeah.
before we started. Look at us, our ADD, bro. Oh my gosh. There you go. You're okay. Your camera's acting.
Even my AirPods are giving me grief.
Yeah, I hear you just fine. Sounds good, actually.
Sure my mic sounds a lot better now, but my phone has had so much water damage to it. The speakers don't hardly work.
I see you're having trouble hearing yourself or hearing me.
Dude, I've had my phone in multiple bags of rice over the years.
Yeah, bro. We need. I wish I had 1 million fans like Holmstride here. This guy, man. Oh, Ryan's camera.
Are you there?
I'm there, bro.
I lost it. Are you there?
I'm there. I'm back. I'm back.
Whatever. I can't get those to connect for whatever reason.
Okay. Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just keep the show going.
We wasted like a half hour just trying to get things going there. So I don't want to. I know it's getting late for you. What time is it there for you?
It's 6:30.
Oh wow, that's crazy. It's 12:30 here.
Yeah, it's getting late over here.
Yeah.
But man, I feel like it's still the morning. I don't know why. It's crazy. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah. So okay, songs that were canceled, and then before that, yeah, a vibe. We were talking about vibe. Music and the vibe.
Ah, the vibe, the rhythm, all that stuff.
The vibe. Yeah. And you know, I was thinking, you know, I'm writing music for the rock album I'm writing right now, and I got some things happening in there that some would consider not a vibe. You know, for lack of a better term. Actually, why don't I just demonstrate it for you? Hold on.
Okay. All right.
So
here we go.
Hey everybody, I got a guitar. All right, so I'm just gonna back this up a little bit. Turn this down right here. Hold on. So what constitutes a hit song? You know, I recorded a song.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's not going to make anybody dance. You know what I'm saying? And the verse is a little something like this. Like, you know? And it's got a vibe. It's just not the vibe people like. The chorus is definitely a vibe. It's all major chords. 3 chords, all major. Very happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So the old 4-5-4-1-5 chord progression, key of C. The bridge though, and here's me attempting in a sense to very subtly get young kids back into interesting harmony. So, and I don't know if I'll succeed. Who knows? And it's in the bridge. The bridge is only 2 chords. It's a C major chord and a C augmented. Okay, sounds something like this. When I play it on the electric, it's like. You know? And
Yeah.
that's all it is. And the bass line plays something like this. You know, so I'm kind of accenting on the harmony. I'm like emphasizing the harmony,
Yeah.
you know. And this is it's a double harmonic minor scale I'm playing, and that is like pretty much Egyptian style. I'm going full Middle Eastern, and
Okay.
it's in the middle of a rock song, you know. And I had to ask myself. I said, as much as I love that, I love how we break away from traditional harmony, you know, and I kind of throw in something a little exotic, you know, because it ends up going from here, it goes to something like, you know,
Yeah.
and it's not what people are used to, you know, and I kind of want to flush people's ears out and introduce something a little refreshing.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's in the form of a bridge, you know, only 2 chords. I feel like it shouldn't be that intimidating because people are intimidated by music with complicated harmony, which is why jazz isn't exactly booming on the radio at the moment, you know. And
You know what? Go ahead.
go ahead. No,
I just want to, just a real quick note. And I loved it. It sounded great. I love that idea. What I've noticed, people they like those type of, we call them here in the States licks, you know. They like a lick like that.
Has nothing to do with the tongue, folks.
No,
for you people,
no,
don't be confused.
Right, and when they hear a lick like that, they go ooh, but they don't want to hear it consistent because then it loses its flavor.
Exactly. Too much of any good thing is a bad thing.
Right, you know? right, exactly. So it's like we want a little moderation, a little bit of throw a little sauce on it. We call it throw some sauce on it.
I love how me and you are so different. It's like I'm like, this is a double harmonic minor, and you're like, this sauce.
Yeah, you throw some sauce on it. And I like it. But I think the problem is the average Joe, the average person, doesn't want that consistent. They want to hear a 4-chord, blah blah blah, and hear that little lick in there. Ooh, I like that. And not everyone's gonna notice that. Only the actual musical people are like, oh yeah, that sounded nice.
And you know,
but most people are gloss right over it.
You know who did it really good? Who did it the best? It was John Mayer.
Oh John Mayer. People love John Mayer.
He had consistent jazz harmony in his songs. Nobody had a clue. You know, there's like a soccer mom driving her kids to the game, and she's listening to John Mayer. She's got no clue. She's hearing substitution chords, jazz harmony, no clue.
Because he would go. That's because his choruses.
I'll show you. Let's take a simple song. Like what was his first single? You know, simple as it gets, very simple harmony. But then the pre-chorus pops in, and he goes. Your body is a wonderland.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And what that was, those were chromatic 7th dominant chords. And nobody had a clue. They just thought, I'm vibing, you know? And also in that song, No Such Thing, I want to run through the halls of the high school. You know, that was that. That is an A7, D7, E major 7. That is 2 different keys, you know? Nobody had a clue. They're like, sounds great. Who cares? You
No
know?
one had no one had any idea. It's
Yeah, man.
crazy. Yeah, music,
It's wild to me.
and he is huge. And as far as yeah, he's huge as far as like white people go. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I
But you
mean?
know,
Like
John Mayer inspired me to sneak in interesting harmony. Like, don't frame it in an intellectual way or an intimidating way, or the
yeah,
listener will be, yeah, it's nice, but whatever. You gotta like throw it in to emphasize or accentuate. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like in a clever way. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
No, you're absolutely right, man. I agree.
So,
And I wish I were talented. And I think that well, I mean,
you are talented.
no,
Don't
well,
act like you're not
I,
talented.
I
Stop.
wish I was talented in the degree that I could do stuff like that. But I think the reason why I don't, and the reason why I never went past where I'm at, is because I knew that I could get away with it. You know what I mean? I could get away with bare minimum, not bare minimum, but like, you know what I mean? I could get away with. I know a couple licks, I know a couple things, and I know what is gonna get a reaction out of people.
It's
I
like
know that.
you're
Yeah.
like, I can get away with a
Yeah.
like a little
People love it.
pentatonic lick,
Love
you
it.
know, easy.
People would love it. People, it's just crazy how easily amused people are. Like you
Yeah.
said, like, oh yeah,
You know, but no one
yeah.
cares about that. I could play the best blues lick ever. And people are gonna be like, yeah, whatever, buddy. You know?
They want to hear you cover Wonderwall.
Yeah, if I play Wonderwall or Ed Sheeran, they're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude.
Wild,
Yeah, but music,
wild.
man. My band, I'll go ahead and plug that.
Plug your
My
band. What's the name of your band?
The Morning Bird this Saturday, the 27th, which isn't today the 25th? It's today the 25th? 26th.
26 tomorrow, brother. Hope you're ready. Hope you practiced.
Maybe I've been promoting it wrong. Maybe it's the 20th, because I know it's Saturday.
Maybe it's today. Maybe you're missing the show right
Holy,
now talking to me.
holy balls. No, that wouldn't be good.
No, I'm just messing with you.
No, I thought it was the 27th, but it must be the 28th. It's Saturday.
Okay.
We are playing the Masonic Auditorium here in Cleveland. It's right off of Chester. You can go there, get tickets online, whatever. We were supposed to actually play House of Blues last week. They asked us last minute to play, but they were like, "Can you draw in a 50 crowd fan base?" I'm like, within 20, they give us 1 day's notice to play at the House
Wow.
of Blues. We played there before, and it was like the biggest gig I ever played. It was awesome. But they reached out to us last week and were like, "Hey, can you guys play the House of Blues?" And we're like, "Sure." And like, "Well, we're only gonna pay you if you can bring in 50 people." And I'm like, well, I didn't. Our singer was like, "No, we can't bring in 50 people." I contacted as many people as I knew. I had one person that said they might be able to come.
That's
And
that's the reality of it,
I
man.
mean, 24 hours notice, dude. Come on.
Yeah, unless you
But
got a big fan base already, it's like impossible to get
right.
50 people.
Oh, today's the
So
25th. Wow, I'm a day early. Yeah. So the 27th. Got my calendar up here. Yeah. Come on out. I think it's like $20, something like that. It should be fun. And we're opening for a band called maybe I shouldn't even bother starting to say that. Michigan Rattlers, the Michigan
it
Rattlers.
sounds like a high school football team.
That's what I said. But yeah, we're gonna be the Cleveland Indians versus the Michigan. But well, hey man, this was fun. Next time I'll make sure I have things ready so we can talk a little more free. And yeah, that was weird. A lot of things, man. I wish we could got a little more in depth with the whole breaking down and
We'll
mental,
we'll
health. And
we'll
next time.
we'll analyze that next time better.
Yeah, for sure. But
Okay.
well, hey man, I hope you stay safe, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, you too, bro. Have a good day.
All right, you too. I'll
Peace.
see you guys later. In the meantime, drive safe.